if your heart's racing or you feel like your stomach is flipping or like you feel panic and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm having anxiety or whatever, just notice that. Be like, look at us. We're so amazing. I feel like knowledge is always power when it comes to trauma. So what's happening in your brain, what happened, it sounds like to me, well, for sure, your hippocampus is the part of your brain that timestamps things in the past. And
Mhm.
so any time where something takes us back to like right there in that moment or any sort of trauma response really is our hippocampus not being able to timestamp it back. It's when our nervous system, and I don't know if this happened to you or not, but a lot of times we'll start shaking or our heart will race or we'll feel
Mhm.
like clammy hands or a little sweaty or like we'll be like feeling really nervous. Like I'm like, even as I'm describing it to you, I'm getting like some weird sensations in my body. No, no, it's just like as I'm describing what happens in like a trauma response, your nervous system is activated. So that's all. It's just activating a little bit. It's just like letting me know it's here for me in a loving way, right? And so when you were watching it, that's the hippocampus in your brain that's doing that. It's just, and this is why when people have flashbacks, like when you've seen me coach people who've had like traumatic accidents and they have flashbacks or things at like nightmares or whatever, that's your hippocampus, the center in your brain that's not time stamping it in the past. And so this is just something that when you're going through it, I have felt can work as like a bridge thought to help bring me back, bring me back. So anytime that you're having a moment like this where it's like, oh my gosh, I'm back in the auditorium. This is like maybe not triggering me, but like there's something here. It's bringing up some emotions. I want you to say to yourself, oh, this is the hippocampus in my brain, and it just hasn't time stamped it in the past yet. So it's making me feel like I'm right there right now.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Okay.
And then I want you to look around and I want you to be like, but I'm not there right now. Look around me. I'm sitting in my house. My feet are on the floor. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm in my home and the pastor is not here in the room. He's not even here in the room.
Sure.
He's not even in the world anymore, right? He's
Mhm.
not
Right.
here, right? My feet are on the floor. I notice the lights are on in the room. It's snowing outside. My feet feel a little bit cold. My dog is right here. I feel her fur. I feel my sweatshirt on my body. Like, I just want you to start noticing with all of your five senses, everything around you, and then saying, like, look, I'm safe. I'm here right now. I'm out of that situation, and my nervous system is activating because it's perceiving a threat that's no longer a threat. Okay. And you just talk
Okay.
yourself and just notice like if your heart's racing or you feel like your stomach is flipping or like you feel panic and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm having anxiety or whatever. Just notice that. Be like, look at us. We're so amazing. Look at us. If we needed to run away right now, we could. We've got adrenaline and cortisol pumping through our brain. Thank you, adrenal glands, for sending that. You totally had my back. We were ready to go. Thank you so much. Look at me. How awesome am I? Okay. So you want to
Okay.
notice what's happening for what's true. Notice all the five senses, what you can see, hear, smell, taste, all the things, feel all the things. and then, um, and then, uh, then thank yourself and congratulate yourself. So thank you so much, nervous system. You're showing up for me right now in such an amazing way. How awesome are we? Okay. Because then
Yeah.
it's going to hold space for you instead of being like, oh, because What most people do with trauma before I teach them how to do this is they will beat themselves up. Oh, this is still affecting us. We haven't even changed. We're going to be in this hell forever. This is the worst. Oh my gosh, I hate this. Like we're so lame. Like, look how stupid we are. We just shut down. We can't ever control ourselves. Here we are, like, not useful. Not useful.
Mm-hmm.
Not even true. Not even what is
Right.
happening, right? You're going to have your nervous system for your whole entire life. Thank goodness. We don't want to turn it off. We don't want to not be able to perceive threats and danger. We don't want to shut it off. Your same nervous system that alerted you watching that video of the emotions that came up when you were back in that same nervous system is the nervous system that got you out of that situation. It's the same nervous system that you swerve on the highway so you don't get hit by another car. It's the same nervous system that walked to your chair to sit right here with me today. Your sympathetic nervous system. It's the same nervous system that if the doorbell rings, you're going to get up and you're going to go answer the door. That's the same nervous system that does all those things. The same nervous system that you go in to walk to go to the bathroom. Sympathetic nervous system.
Mm-hmm.
To exercise. Sympathetic nervous system. And if you want to keep the use of your body, then we don't want to shut any of it off, right?
Right.
It's the 50-50. 50% negative, 50% positive. We got to keep all of it to have the positive.